We're joined now by Congressman Patrick Kennedy from Rhode Island. He is, of course, the son of Ted Kennedy, and more importantly, the poor man who had to endure working with me for about 8 years in Congress.
Good Lord.
Patrick, good to see you. What a night last night. Your father was remarkable.
Thank you, Joe. Yes, I totally agree, but I'm a little partisan on that.
Yeah, talk about what that meant, not only for you and your family, but also for the Democratic Party, to see your father, the icon of the party for so long, deliver a message of hope and inspiration.
Well, obviously, to see him up there and feeling so good, and to be able to be amongst friends and family and delivering his strong support for Barack Obama, who he endorsed early in the campaign, in this historic election, was a great source of pride and a feeling of great vindication that he really sided with history in this historic election. And I think that the fact that, you know, he's been through so much history and that he was able to see that this was part of a major step forward for America and decided that this was the right way to go early in the election, that this is where this country needed to go, I think was why he needed to be here in person to put this in context for the convention delegates. That, you know, my cousin Caroline said it in her op-ed that never had so many people come up to her and said that they had felt more like there had been a candidate that reminded them of the feeling that they had had when my uncles were in politics. And now, you know, my father was there to tell the people here and the American public why it was all right to have a leader who spoke about lofty ideals and used lofty rhetoric, that it wasn't bad to say that it's okay to go to the moon. As my father said last night, it wasn't a question of how far are we going to go. And in the case of Barack Obama, it's good that we have a leader that inspires and sets very good, ambitious goals for America, because that's what America needs in order to move forward. And that's only the way my father could deliver it, because he's been through the history of this country and seen how it can respond in the way that it has in the past and the way it did when his brother was president.
No doubt about it. Patrick, let me ask you, how is he doing? How difficult was it for him physically to make the trip out here to deliver the speech? Was it pretty tiring for him?
What did his doctor say?
Well, I mean, obviously, as you know, he's a tireless senator, and he's known as the hardest working senator in Washington. And, you know, for most of us, you know, none of what he's doing could be attainable, but he rises to the challenge, and he continually rises to the challenge. And as he said last night, he's going to do so repeatedly and come back as chairman of the Health Committee and write the legislation providing health care for all for President Obama, because that's his lifelong goal, and that's what he wants to do. Not only is he benefiting as a member of Congress from health care, he wants to make sure all Americans benefit from the same health care that members of Congress benefit from. And that's in our Democratic platform, and you won't find it in the Republican platform. And that's the difference. And these are what the differences are in the platforms between the two parties. And that's what elections are all about.
All right, Patrick.
Tell him I said hello.
Thank you so much.
Tell him I said hello.
Great. Harold Ford
and Harold,
is here.
how are you, Harold?
Tell him I said I love you, man. I can't hear you. Tell your dad I love him. Good to see you, man.
Says he loves you.
He says he loves you, but Harold says that to everybody right before he's going to call and ask him to invest in some stocks in Merrill Lynch. So I wouldn't take that to the bank, Patrick. Not at all. Hey, Patrick, it's great seeing you again, buddy. I hope to see you in Washington soon.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you.